Stack that bitch up, Mike.
That's my shit. Tell you that right now. If it did go out, is it just turn it off?
Yo, welcome back. Return of the Mac, episode 81.
What's poppin'? What's up? What's up?
M.A.C. Moss Andrew Carl.
81. That's Terrell Owens.
We back.
By the way.
No, it's right. Greatest year.
I don't get what that means.
T.O. never had a season like that.
Yeah, what does that mean though? 81, Randy's.
That was his number.
He was 81 with y'all?
Yeah.
Oh, that's gross.
Oh, I forgot he was 81.
That's
Come on, man.
That's gross.
Come on, man. You gotta do the science.
Was he really 81?
He was.
I thought he was 18 or something. Some number in the teens.
That'd be even
He
worse.
was 18 with the Raiders.
Or some shit like that.
The Raiders, he was 18.
Well, T.O. was a better 81 because he wore it longer.
Sure.
I'll say that.
Sure.
Anyway, we got the new setup. New setup feels like a brand new podcast. It doesn't feel right now, to be honest with you. It feels
It's a little different. It's a little different.
New year, new us?
That's it.
Yeah.
That is what we're doing. We out here right now.
Facts.
Yeah, so we mentioned last week we're getting these visuals coming. I don't know if the visuals are coming this week, but we're continuing to perfect the craft.
Facts.
We're here.
Working on that shit.
I like
Get it right.
I like where we're going with things.
What was New Year's like for y'all?
New Year's.
I was asleep.
Yeah, New
You
Year's
was
Eve.
asleep?
Fucking knocked out, bro.
Did you didn't make it to 12?
Didn't make it, bro. I woke up like 12, 10, 12, 15. Was like, oh shit. Hey, yo, wake up. Happy New Year.
2021. Take my ass back to sleep.
I didn't do anything either. I was about to go to sleep because I didn't care about staying up. But I don't know. I ended up watching something and stayed up real late, but I didn't pay any attention to. I usually actually watch the ball drop and stuff, like just for 15 minutes. I'll turn it on and catch the last. I don't know why though.
I've never watched the ball drop.
It's not exciting.
Yeah. I've never watched that. And then it's supposed to be weird. I'm like, what if my time's different than yours? My ball already dropped, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Y'all late.
106 and Park's ball drop was kind of hard, though. They had a few hard joints a few years. When 106 was at its peak.
Oh, okay. If I say 106 apart, man, we at least talk about 15 years ago.
At its peak.
I'm like, yo, they still doing that shit on New Year's?
I don't think so.
I didn't do anything either. I fell asleep right before 12. Like I was from 11:30 to 12. I was like dozing off. My girl was like trying to keep me awake. But at 12 on the dot, I'm pretty sure I was sleeping. Then I woke up like a minute later. Like, yeah.
There's literally nothing.
It's not
to
that
it
right. It's nothing to it. I'm like, yo, why can't I just go to sleep and wake up in the morning? It's 2021.
Yeah. If you don't go out, obviously nobody's really going out right now. But if you don't go out, New Year's Eve isn't nothing special.
Right.
Nothing at all. I enjoy New Year's Day. I just watch football all day. Y'all came through New Year's Day. A little pod meet up, watch some football.
Watch a lot of
Ate
a lot of shit.
The world was knocked out that night.
Like 9:30.
I was tired, bro. I was tired. I don't know what it was.
Didn't even make it to see the first drive.
But yeah, y'all left.
I thought I saw
the last game.
I thought I saw the majority of the first quarter.
Oh no,
I don't think so, bro.
You don't
I don't think
I
so.
think he was gone.
Bro, I think I saw a majority of them. I did have to go back and watch all of the highlights, though. I'm like, oh, man, this Justin Fields dude ain't bad.
It was a hell of a game. It was a hell of a game.
It was. It was a good. That was a really good game. The other one I didn't expect to be good. It was better than expected, but we'll get into sports.
Yeah.
Anything else happened this week?
I mean, I binge watched the fuck out of Cobra Kai. I'm done with that shit.
Yo, relax, bro.
I binge watched
You
the
just,
don't say
you just
nothing. I
casually
didn't
start
start it
dropping
yet.
stuff. Relax.
Bro, you need to get on that.
Bro, I've been
you
off
need to
that
get on.
Power. I had to watch that Power season finale.
I watched that too. That was
That
hard.
shit was fire.
That was pretty
Shit.
dope. I watched that too.
If y'all gonna give spoilers, we got a spoiler alert. I don't care. But
What?
the listeners.
Oh, but people spoil. People will fuck
people been
Power
spoiling.
up for you. You don't have to worry about us.
People love to spoil Power.
That shit,
Can't
5
wait to tell
minutes
it.
after the shit come out, it could be 12:30.
Can't wait to
Motherfucking
tell it,
Sunday
man.
morning,
All the
12
memes.
a.m.
On Facebook?
on Facebook, any social media.
On
People
On
are
Twitter, you
always
get people that are live watching anything like that. So I feel like
Right.
you got to know to stay off Twitter if that's the case. But Facebook, I don't usually see the spoilers on Facebook too much.
Yeah, bro.
That's rough.
They gonna let you
memes
know
be coming at
who
abundance.
alive, who died,
Yeah.
who fucking who. All of that shit you go find out.
Definitely gonna know who died.
That's
You
why
got to stay on it then.
I told my girl that morning, I'm like, yo, we're gonna go ahead and watch this shit now. As soon as she woke up, we're gonna go ahead and watch it now. Cause I already see some shit on Facebook.
Gotta get it on out the way.
Well, I gotta get this shit out. Right. Cause I'm not gonna stop scrolling down my feed. It's like, it's habitual. So like, it's eventually, I'm just gonna do it again without even thinking about it, you know? So, yeah. Power was dope though. You gotta get on that Cobra Kai though, man. Gotta watch this shit.
Yeah, well, I told you I was going to start from the beginning again. I watched the first season Saturday
retarded.
night. I watched the second season almost all last night. I got one more and I'll start the new one tonight. Don't worry about me.
All right,
Took me 2 days. I'm caught up.
Yeah, I mean, it don't take long to watch
It's a
them.
half-hour TV show.
Yeah, it doesn't take long to watch off. Good ending though, solid ending. It's like they got to come out with 2 seasons
Oh, yeah.
in a year.
Well, they
they
made
gotta
it-
stop doing that shit.
They made it happen pretty quick with just this one coming after the second one.
Yeah.
It wasn't a super long wait like most of them are.
Yeah.
Well, I got a
He went back
podcast.
pretty quick. They had that in the tuck. Had to.
Yeah, that was way too fast tonight.
It's too fast.
I got a podcast update that I already told y'all, but I gotta let the listeners in on
Oh.
after last week. And Moss put me on the clip talking about a massage.
With Brian.
Brian canceled. Well, I canceled. I don't know how you want to
You won't feel it either.
I told him to put me on standby because I didn't want to wait for a week anyway. And the very next day after we recorded, they called and they were like, "What about tomorrow with Emily?" I said, "Yep, done.
damn right,
Doesn't
Emily.
even matter. Yep, done."
Damn
So I got
right,
it in
Emily.
already. But
How was it?
it was pretty fantastic. I think I'm gonna start getting in there like once every 3 months.
Every time I get a massage, I'm like, damn, I should really do this shit more often.
Yeah. It works.
They even tell you that shit too. They be like,
Yeah, well, they're like, yeah,
of
you
course
should
they
probably
gonna say
set it
that
up once a month.
Yeah, I mean, but they be like, yeah, you're really tense in these areas. You should really come back.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, I feel it.
Of course I
always
am.
feel like that.
Right. No, it was good though. It was good. I'm gonna have to figure that out. We're gonna have to set the finances up so that that's a part of at least a quarterly visit.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty expensive. You can get a membership.
60 for an hour.
Hell no, bro.
That's what it is.
That's for a first time goer. That was you just
60
went.
an hour?
It's 90 an hour or some shit like that. I'm telling you.
If that's the case, I won't do it.
If you only that's the first time
That's
price.
not like that one come with
is
a
this-
happy ending.
It's got to.
No, it don't. I think it's just $90 an
That's
hour, bro. I
crazy.
swear to God. Because I went in there to give my girl a gift card last year. Because I remember when I had a gift card there, my gift card was like $60, $50 or something like that. It got me an hour session.
Right.
But the dude told, I was like, how much for an hour? And I'm like, he was like $90 or some shit. I was like, what the fuck? I'm like, yo, no, that's not what I paid. And he's explaining
crazy.
how it works or whatever.
Right.
And I'm like, sure, well, she gonna get 45 minutes because I don't know if I can get the whole hour. But yeah, it's expensive, bro.
That's
And
wild.
you got to get like a membership or some shit like that.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
but
like
they-
60 a month.
Yeah, they do it monthly, and I'm not trying to do all that. So maybe
But you
I'll
get
just
one,
will
you
not
get
do
one
it.
massage a month though, something like that.
Yeah, but I don't want to pay
Want to do a
$60 a
monthly
month.
membership to just go once a month?
Yeah,
What type of shit is that?
that's.
I mean,
what I'm
I guess you
saying.
can
Can't
go
go a few times a month?
You can go as much as you want if you
go
pay
as-
extra. Yeah, you can go as much as you
Nah,
want.
that's too much. That's too much.
Yeah.
Have I told y'all about? I had another massage story like from way back that was kind of funny. I was in Guatemala getting a massage.
Oh man.
Relax.
Hey.
And I
What
went,
was his name?
You know, at the beginning, I don't know what her name was. You sick motherfucker. at the beginning when they're like, all right, get undressed however much you feel comfortable. I'm like, all right, done. Stripped down to just my boxers. Didn't realize that I had some old boxers on. Had like some holes back there. You know what I'm saying? It was torn and tattered.
The laundry day joints.
I was just like, this is just mad embarrassing. I don't even know what I'm gonna do. But it's they tell you to get under the sheet anyway. But from now on, I've anytime I've gotten one after, I'm like, yep. Check and make sure I got some boxes on.
Right. Yeah,
it's just like going to get some shoes and having on your holy socks that day. Yeah. You can't rock the holy socks.
Exactly,
that day.
But worse.
I don't have any holy. I throw my shits away.
Yeah, you got to throw them out. Sometimes it happens.
Bad holy socks.
Well, I don't do mismatched socks either. Like I don't give a fuck if they're the same color. I'm not gonna wear them.
What do you mean?
Like they have to be the exact same sock. If it's Hanes, low cut with footies or whatever you call them, it has to be another Hanes one. It can't be an Under Armour. I'm not gonna wear that shit.
I don't have brand name ones. It's just like all plain black socks for me. So
it has to be the exact same sock.
That's weird.
Right. I'm not. That's how it should be in general, though, right?
What you mean?
Pair the socks together, they should be the same sock.
I'm saying, but over time, over the course of time, you lose. If I lose one sock, I'm gonna throw the other one away.
Oh yeah, well, that
I'm not going. Yeah, I'm not going
one.
Well, yeah. No, it's not. I just can't. Something about me does not feel right if I don't have the same socks on.
That's weird to me. I don't know.
I have a lot of socks.
Oh yeah.
I'll give y'all the information.
Okay.
I was just thinking, I got a lot of fucking socks. I like socks, comfortable.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's an important part of getting dressed. I think of your apparel. That starts with the socks. But yeah, no mismatched socks. All 2021 guys.
Good
no mismatched socks.
Good to know.
For sure.
I don't need to know, but good to know.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
So we're gonna go right into music stuff.
Yeah, we can. What we got?
It should drop.
No new music. Yeah, I don't have anything new to talk about.
Give out little highlights.
Yeah.
Because we ain't
we can do that. We talked through and decided to do not a full major year-end review, because we kind of did a run through a couple weeks ago when we talked about our Spotify, Apple title stuff.
Yeah.
But we are going to do, I guess, just a couple of our top favorite albums or best albums of the year in your own opinion kind of thing. Mm-hmm. When do y'all want to start?
I mean,
let them all start.
Are we doing just rap? Because I got some R&B joints.
I mix some R&B in.
Whatever you like. Whatever you like, brother.
Well, you said you were going to give us a little recap or whatever reason why you like the album so much.
I give a little recap of each, because I kind of went through all of them earlier today before we started, just refresh the memory, because I'm still listening to a lot of these. But that Brent Faiyaz "Fuck the World" album is fire. Like, that dude is fucking talented.
That was
his ass off.
His look fucked me up a little bit.
Why is that?
I was expecting a light skinned dude. Maybe it's just the way he sings. I was expecting a light skinned dude.
Right.
Fuck me up.
I don't think it looks like.
I fuck with Brent. Everything.
Just dark skin. Just a regular dark skinned looking dude. But I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting, more of a Weekend type looking, curly hair. That's what I was expecting.
So you thought he was gonna look soft.
Right. That's what I thought.
Match the voice.
These R&B dudes kind of tougher than the rappers out here.
Some of them's real
straight. They kind of about it. But that joint, another joint, the Division album, "I'm Using Her Feelings." That was a dope ass album. I fuck with Division heavy. Of course, they part of Drake and the OVO camp and all that.
Yep.
And of course, that fucking Freddie Gibbs, Alfredo, bro. Him and Alchemist.
I really need to listen to it more again, because I don't have anything bad to say about it, but I didn't listen to it that much.
Freddie Gibbs?
Yeah, not that one. Not the Alfredo one.
I thought you were mad into it.
No, the one before that, Bandana, was the one that I was really into. I believe that was 2019.
She was hard, though. I fuck with it. That was 1985 is probably my favorite track on there.
Scotty Beam is the only one I remember.
Scotty Beam was hard. That shit went crazy.
Yeah, that was fire.
Another one I got, that West Side Gun "Pray for Paris" album. You need to go check that one out again.
That was the best that I've heard.
Was crazy.
Yeah, that was the one I liked the most.
That shit was crazy. I fucked with that one.
That was the one that had
3 this year, right?
Yeah, something like that. That was the one though that had the track with Tyler and Joey Badass.
Yep.
If I remember.
Had that one. Had a fire joint with all three of them, of course.
Right.
It was another joint I had, of course, another joint with Freddie. I feel like they get Freddie on every album, it seemed like. Every time they do an album, they get Freddie on there, and he killed it.
Freddie on Conway was one of my favorite songs of the year.
Yeah, I was about to say that album too. Hard. King to a God.
Yeah.
That shit hard. That Nas album, King's Disease, surprised me.
I honestly forgot about that.
Surprised me. Front to back, that shit had no skips to me. That shit was hard. I like fucking Hit Boy. Been killing it all year long.
Carl, you liked that one when it came out too, right? Or no?
I gave it a quick listen. I never went back and listened again.
That was going to be my
Still
next
waiting on my
question.
dad's review from it.
Your dad?
That shit hard though.
No, I mean I like Nas, so but it's just
loser.
it ain't it just ain't had no replay value for me at this point. I'm not gonna listen to a bunch of it, but it does. It's a clean, good sounding album for sure. What you expect from Nas?
I didn't expect that.
I mean, I don't expect for him to put out any bad music. This is Nazir we talking about. Yeah, I mean, this dude's a rap legend.
It's Nazir.
So seriously though,
fucking yeah, you right. Oh, that fucking Canada. That boy Tory Lane's Daystar album shit still flames. Still flames.
How could it not? Bro. I don't think you really listen to that music if that shit not in your top 5.
Yeah, he bodied that shit.
Not in my top 5.
It ain't got to be in your top 5 because, of course, a lot of people didn't listen to it for whatever reason.
But I mean, it's a good
that shit
album.
was hard.
Yeah, it's
sure.
Top to bottom for sure.
He bodied that joint. That Ty Dolla $ign album was hard to me, featuring Ty. I fuck with that joint. And that Detroit too. I don't know why, but I go back and listen to that joint. It had a lot of bangers on there.
Yeah,
I don't know what was it about that album y'all think why it didn't, I guess, hit like I guess how you would expect. Probably because of the pandemic, right?
I don't know. I have no reason because honestly, I think it was really, really good too. I think that's one of Big Sean's better albums.
Yeah,
I don't have any complaints. I don't think it's one of his. It's not his best album.
I don't think it's best either, but it's a good album. It's a good album.
Dark Sky Paradise.
Yeah.
Sure.
I think that's easily.
I think that could be a classic.
That's his classic.
Yeah, that's
his classic.
I thought y'all might push back on that a little bit.
For sure.
Yeah, I didn't think Big Sean would have a classic.
He did it that one.
That one is didn't miss
it's
on
just
anything.
like regardless of rap, it's good music.
He put E40 on a song and made the song still good.
You always say that, but E40's features be killing it.
Garbage.
E40 get a lot of respect out here. I know you don't like his rapping.
Garbage.
He get a lot of respect.
It's a lot of E40 I could do
He's
without.
In that same whatchamacallit?
I don't want to hear none of them. I don't want to hear Snoop on it. I don't want to hear E40 necessarily.
We get it.
I don't want to hear none of that shit.
I know that he's like
a
cult icon West Coast.
Sometimes he hop on a feature and it's just he doing like that E40 shit like nobody else can do it. You know what I'm saying? He'd be like, all right,
can nobody talk that shit like
fuck with it this way? I can get why you don't like it either. I mean, it's either or. It's not going to be in between. It's just like I hate to hear Bun B.
Right.
I don't give a fuck if it's a young Bun B. I don't like that style of rap of which he does. It's I can't do it.
I'm not a big, huge Bun B fan either. I like some, but I'm not a big fan.
Really, I don't like any UGK. And people are like, I don't like the Underground Kings. I mean, I like some of their songs, of course. But overall, I don't like Pimp C's rap style. And I don't like Bun B's rap style. That's just me.
I mean, I understand, I guess. But
yeah, I don't like it.
I'm not gonna act like I have a strong opinion. I didn't really listen to them. That wasn't for me at the time, and I didn't go back on it.
They was hard. It's some real dirty South shit though, for real. The shit they used to be on.
This is probably so blasphemous, but I honestly hated the chopped and screwed sound until A$AP Rocky did it.
I used to love that.
I had no interest of listening to anything chopped and screwed. I'm just like, why would I want to hear something that sounded like this?
Like I remember
at that time, I wasn't experienced to any drugs.
The fucking record exchange and buying the Carter 1 chopped and screwed, and that shit was so fucking hard.
I've never
and that shit beat so hard.
I don't think
that shit was crazy.
See, that's why I think. I feel like I'll be moving.
It was a time when Texas was kind of running shit for a little bit.
Yeah, I mean that's for sure. But I feel like Yeah, because Texas was real big in the rap game when Paul
Mike
Wall,
Jones,
Slim Thug.
They had a little run chameleon there.
Yeah, Slim Jones.
Slim Jones.
That might be a battle rapper somewhere or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean,
Swisher House.
I get that, but I could never get down with the chopped and screwed shit. I feel like I'll be moving in slow motion if I played. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. It's just not the way I.
You'd have to be leaned up.
Yeah, right. You gotta do some drugs to enjoy yourself listening to this shit.
Got to be on another level.
Yeah. I'm good. I'm good on this one.
But those was all my main was my honorable mentions because they kind of like just recently came out. Is the Jack Harlow joint? Of course, I thought that shit was kind of fire, and that the Kid Laroi album. Both of them just was pretty fire to me.
I'm so excited that you like him as much as you do because it doesn't make sense to me that you like him from like the other people that you like and don't like.
The motherfucker is talented.
Think he's incredible.
He is talented.
And I didn't want to be the only white dude that likes him, so I appreciate you holding down for the blacks.
I like holding down for the blacks. He got.
I think he's dope. Me, but I ain't listened to a ton of him. But everything I've heard from him is talented. Yeah, it's good music and it's different music. He switches it up.
He got range.
Yeah. You kind of don't know what he's coming with, but
he's somebody though. I don't know if you've seen any music videos of him.
Yeah, I've seen him.
He looks.
I still think he looks like the Cobra Kai.
He a white dude with a black nose. Anybody else notice?
I haven't noticed that.
He got a black
I'm gonna look
nose.
for it next time though.
Yeah, black people
nose. Moss. He looks like Cobra Kai.
What's his name?
Yeah, with a black nose, bro. That's it.
He looks like him, bro.
It's just his nose is shaped different.
You're not supposed to look like that and make the music that he does. It just looks so funny.
Definitely not.
He's gonna be out of here for sure.
Yeah, I think so.
He's gonna be out of here.
But he just did a video with NBA YoungBoy from the song from the album.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be out of here.
And it just looks so funny because NBA's gangster as they come, and he just looks like old Cobra Kai. Just waiting for him to crane kick somebody.
He probably could whoop some ass though, low key.
Probably so.
Probably. He got a co-sign from Lil Bibby and Juice WRLD and all of them. It's like, all right. He got a little respect. Somehow, some way, he's getting some type of respect for whatever.
Ain't he from Australia?
I believe it was definitely another country that he was born in, at least.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think it is Australia.
That makes sense.
You got some? Or was that? You were still on honorable mentions.
That was my honorable mentions. That's all I got. What you got? Big word?
My albums, I don't have shit written down, so look, it's just gonna come straight off the hip. 70 Sam type shit.
Kodak, Jack Boy.
Nah. Really, I think it's the albums that like less about like the known commodities, like the people I were. What I knew, what I was getting, like the people who impressed me, I think are the ones I'm gonna talk about most.
Right.
Like the My Turn, Lil Baby. That was like the first time
I almost put that.
I listened to Lil Baby, and I was just like, man, his transitions into his flows are seamless. So I mean, that album made me respect Lil Baby a whole lot more.
Yeah.
I think I said it on the pod. It's just like I respect his rapping ability a lot more after listening to that.
He's best in the game. I believe.
Better than
this was prior to that. Things have led up until that point to him being the best now.
Right. That was a coming out party, that album, for sure.
Yeah, and then, I mean, of course, after that, he had the bigger picture. He's had the best the best year out of any rapper, I think. 2021 probably is a Lil Baby. But the How of Life Future album, I like that a lot just because I was expecting that Future was done. And to me, done
making music?
Not done making music, but like done not the Future that we.
He was about to be done with Future.
34.
What you mean?
No, it's not that. I'm just saying, it's just
dead that shit. It's over for you, Future. My speakers.
I mean, it's just I'm just saying, I just thought it hit the best of Future is over with, and off of this album, like I said, I found a lot of good songs that are like Future classics. So that was a good listen.
Like his classics or will be classics coming up, future classics. I didn't know what that meant.
What do you mean?
I don't know what words.
Future
classic.
You
future classic.
Lost in the sauce.
You fucking confused the shit out of me. I hope I won't
he's not a businessman. He's a businessman.
Lil Durk album. I think that's highly impressive. I like that a lot. That's gonna land on mine.
Is he the runner-up for like
best year?
Yeah,
for sure. For sure,
I had those two. The
debatable that he had the best year. Debatable.
It's debatable, yeah. I mean, but I think Lil Durk's might carry over more into 2021. So we'll just see. Yeah, we'll see what he has
dropped
left.
Another album.
Yeah, right. Yeah. We'll see what he has left in the tank. Shooting for the Stars.
Yeah.
Impressive. Like I said, I was just impressed.
I was waiting. I didn't want to blow yours because I thought you might have that, but I was shocked you didn't have nothing.
It didn't make it. I would have had too many.
Yeah,
I had to cut some off, and I was like, I remember it was dope. It was definitely a good album. But
it's fire. So it was impressive to me. Is that Pop Smoke? Because all I heard prior to that is like the drill Pop Smoke rap, and you could say that he really took his craft serious and was serious about being a legit artist or a superstar really in the music industry.
Yeah.
And you saw his versatility that he used. He got pretty much a plethora of songs. It really didn't. He had the street shit. He had the songs for the girls. He was singing on hooks. So I mean, him and Lil Durk might be the most impressed I was by an album in 2020. And that's probably my only list right there, or the ones I got on my list for right now.
No Kodak, huh?
I'm not gonna put Kodak on there because he didn't. Kodak just gives me Kodak. He didn't really impress me.
I feel you.
He gave me what I was, what the streets needed.
Okay, he put out some trash.
Yeah, what the streets needed.
All right, let's see. All right, so let me get the list. I tried to do kind of like what Carl was saying, the ones that were a little bit more of a surprise, but there were a few ones that I guess you'd expect to be on the list. No order here. Benny the Butcher. I've liked his music for a while now, but the music he was making before was not fun to listen to. Like it's that just hard, gotta pay super close attention. It just you couldn't get a vibe off of it really.
I just had to be in the mood.
Yeah.
Right.
So getting Hit Boy to do the album and make him more like
polished.
Yeah. More easy to listen to with the super hard rap still. I really enjoyed that one. Let's see.
That's why producers are so important, man, because it's really the canvas that an artist needs,
Look at you. I like the way you said
serious.
That was one of your weird Carl things to say. I like that one.
It's a different experience when you work with just one producer for a whole project.
Right, I'm sure that.
A whole different outcome after that.
Right, yeah, no doubt.
I had Lil Baby too. That it was just, he went to such a next level at that point, at least in my mind, that I never thought of him before.
He said it was his turn.
Yeah, that's what he said. He damn sure said that shit. You were wrong.
He was right.
Yeah,
he didn't lie. I had Polo G on there.
See, I was thinking about putting Polo G on there.
Why'd you say that about your boy?
That joint was fire.
I was thinking about spitting.
And he might be my favorite youngin'.
Yeah, I mean, why not?
I think at least of the young street dudes, he's the one that I like the most. I think he makes the music digestible for me and still gangster at the same time.
Yeah, Polo G will come with that same flow, but that shit is so catchy.
Yeah,
that shit is so
rapper voice.
It's so catchy, man. I can't do it. I don't know how he does it on any beat. It just doesn't make sense.
Oh my god,
we found
voice.
We found
some guys that just have a tone of voice that you just can't do.
Yeah, probably. So. Right.
Yeah,
this is dope. I like his little style, man.
Yeah,
I had Killer Roy as well. We pretty much covered that. Honestly, maybe the biggest surprise album of the year for me was 2 Chainz. That one was on my list.
I was thinking about putting that on there. That was a good album.
I really love that album, and I had little to no expectations. So that one probably was probably the biggest surprise.
You've never really been a fan, right?
I like a lot of songs. Usually don't care much about a project.
Killing the singles.
But I was like,
I think most of his albums are really good.
I'm about to say 2 Chainz on like a Ross level with me.
That's what I'm saying. It's like grown man music when he put out an album. Of course, he got some club shit.
It was all turned up shit.
Yeah.
He's grown more into he's giving you flow.
Last 3 albums is grown man music. That's what I'm saying.
I think that was the problem for me. Is he put, not gonna say it like that, hold on, reword. His early music left such a bad taste in my mouth that
I understand because a lot of people did take him as a joke for how he used to rap. The bars he used to say and all that shit.
He was my example of when I'd ask somebody like, what do they listen to? Like, are you like that 2 Chainz type shit?
Yeah,
He was how I referenced the music that I hated. So he came a long way, but I ended up going back like 2 years later on Pretty Girls Like Trap.
Right.
And that album is incredible.
It's so good. Yeah.
Incredible.
It's so good.
But I didn't even care about it when it came out, and I didn't check till like 2 years later. But yeah, he was one of my favorites of the year.
Yeah.
Obviously, Juice. Not a whole lot of explanation needed. I thought they did a good job of putting out the album after he was gone. They didn't put out a bunch of garbage, so I was really pleased with that one.
Yeah.
Royce at the beginning of the year, I thought he really killed it. He kind of killed it for me with a bunch of skits he put on there. Wasn't feeling none of that shit, but the music was fire.
And his first self-produced album too, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, he produced all the beats on it. It's hard.
That's tight.
Rumor. Never saw that guy even coming.
Yeah.
It was
Dropped the whole
like
album? I thought it was the EP.
It was like 8 songs, I believe.
Okay.
8 or 9.
All right.
It was short.
Gotcha.
But I really like his style. I'm interested to see what he comes with moving forward. Hopefully he's not a flash in the pan.
Has he removed the ski mask yet?
No.
Not
Do we
that I've
know?
seen. No.
Okay.
Because he's on this MF Doom shit.
Yeah, sticking with that. We'll have to come back to Doom.
P. Doom.
I forgot about that. Whoops. What else? Got that one. Blast, the R&B dude.
Wait, your boy from the West Coast, West.
He had just did an EP, but then added 6 more songs to it or something, and now it's like 14 tracks. So I consider it a real album. That's my guy, though.
Right, yeah,
that's my guy.
It's pretty dope.
He's one of those that has whatever it is about his voice. I just think sounds dope on the record, and he does a really good job of mixing mostly singing R&B, but he kind of raps the verses a little bit.
Yeah,
I like that mix. I don't like full on R&B, but if you can do a little mix back and forth and rap some, that makes me like it a lot more.
Right,
it makes it cheaper. I mean, he doesn't have to go out there and get the feature.
Exactly.
So it's cheaper for him.
Right.
Do that shit. I'll do this shit myself. $50K.
Damn right.
Those were the ones I listed as the favorites for me. Try not to be too biased there, but
I mean, yeah, that's a solid list. Solid list. Sound like you.
Y'all have any disappointments for the year?
I do. I actually came up with 4 kind of quick.
Whoa. We got some bodies to catch.
I don't want to say specifically. A couple of them are albums, but my first disappointment, my biggest disappointment album wise.
Yeah.
I really got excited about that Spillage Village. There was Black Earth Gang.
JID.
Oh yeah.
JID.
Right.
I was hype about that coming out. As soon as I found out, it was probably 2 or 3 months between I found out and it actually came out.
Yeah.
I hated it. I didn't think it was any good at all. Right. That was easily my biggest disappointment album.
I think those 2 singles they put out was probably the ones.
They were so fire.
That was it. I was like, oh, this shit about to be some heat. And they was like, I guess they went too far left.
They did.
It was just like too eclectic or whatever you want, whatever them words is. It was too on that level. It was like, all right.
7-minute songs, weird stuff, too much in between. Somebody rap a tight verse and then you'd get just weird shit in between for 45 seconds. I wasn't feeling it at all.
Yeah, it was tough. But hey.
Is that the only one?
Bad?
That was the biggest album when I had Jay Electronica's album. I had a disappointment.
Yeah, it was the top of the year.
Yeah.
That's what started this shit.
That's up for a Grammy right now.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's what started this whole shit. We got that garbage. And then it started 2020 on a fucking downward spiral.
It was about that time.
Yeah. He started this shit, bro.
Yeah, I haven't even listened. I mean, I remember Hove's verses being good. And honestly, I'm sure some of Jay's verses were probably all right, but it was so disappointment just on arrival that it never warranted more time.
Check it out again.
It was 2010 Jay-Z. That was not... Right. This was like 2008 Jay-Z that we were listening to, which was great. It was great.
That was a good old.
Yeah, it was right. It was great. It was great, but you could clearly tell, like, no, this ain't no recent Jay-Z. He didn't record this shit yesterday. That's not what happened. This is 10 years plus. Jay-Z for sure.
Too much nonsense. I didn't like their subject matter. I hated that album.
Jay Electric's career has been a fucking cakewalk.
Yeah. I mean, I think
Crown the King off of one
Your
single
debut album,
15 years ago.
Grammy nominated, off the top, home with you on every other track or every track. Like
after it took them 10
What?
years to release it. It was wild.
must be nice.
My only disappointing album, and I mean, to me, was probably the 21 Savage album. I still
You like
don't
the
go.
21?
I don't like it. I thought it was
shit was
decent. I
hard.
just think it's like maybe 2 songs that I listen to, but every time those 2 songs come on my playlist, I skip them. So it's not
not a
like
good sign.
I don't really like the album, and it's not like I'm a huge 21 fan, but I was expecting so much more, and it kind of just let me down. So that's the only real disappointment I think I had.
I forgot all about that. I don't even know if I listened to it. To be honest.
I'm sure people will disagree with me if you're a huge 21 Savage fan, but I mean, going back to it, it's just not. I don't know. It's nothing there for me. It's nothing there for me.
Any others?
No, off top, I can't think of any more. Just that one. Other ones that I wouldn't even consider it a disappointment. It's just something I really dislike.
They weren't good.
Yeah, right. I do not like
Didn't
it
expect
at
them
all.
to be good.
I can't really remember who like actually let me down per se, but I was a little bit let down by the St. John album. Just a little bit. I thought it was hard. It grew on me. It was still some hard tracks on there. I thought he could have took it another level, but it was pretty good. But I thought he was going to raise the bar up a little bit. Because the last two projects is fucking crazy. So I'm just like, you can set the bar for yourself now. It's like,
Yeah, I was just about to say, it may be that I have him held to too high of a bar, but I definitely was disappointed upon release. Same as you. I liked it more after I listened to it some more, but the last one I didn't stop listening to for 6 months.
Right.
This one, ran its course like most.
That's a high bar.
Yeah.
That's a high bar. But I think he'll bounce back. I mean, it was still successful. He had still one of his biggest records of his career this year.
He's still
winning.
Yeah, to be more popular, but we'll see. That was the only album you had?
Yeah, I think that was. That's all I can
You know what artist grew on me like a whole lot?
Who?
Dirkie O.
Not Durkio, not Durkio. The Baby, man. And it's not like I ever disliked The Baby or anything like that. Don't get me started, bro, because I never disliked The Baby. I just had some
You
criticism.
just say he wasn't going to be here next year.
I just had some criticism if he didn't do certain things and he made some changes.
Right.
So those things, we don't have to talk about it anymore.
Right.
I think, there's a song that he put out recently that like legitimately changed my mind about The Baby, and that's Gucci Pico.
It's a dope record.
To me, that is the dopest The Baby record he has made thus far. Even though it's short, even though it's not a big radio single like the other ones, but that to me is that shows me that
What's
The Baby
that
is
off?
interesting. His newest thing, My Brother's Keeper.
With the brother on the front cover?
Yeah.
Okay.
That, my
I gotta
Gucci
listen
Pico.
again. I don't remember it.
That whole little project was hard, too.
It's a hard
That whole
project for
was
sure,
hard.
but The Baby grew on me as an artist. I mean, it's a hard guy not to like. First of all, even if you don't really like his music, it's hard not to like the person.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So hard guy not to like. But musically, I think he leveled up for me over the course of the year.
For sure. You had a good year, decent year.
Yeah.
You dropped the album at the top of the year too. Blame It on Baby one.
Yeah. That came out 2020, and that was decent. I mean, like I said, that didn't have me completely like, I can listen to some of it and it's just cool. But when you give me records like Gucci Pico, I'm like, all right, now I feel like, you get your emotional attachments with the artist, and that makes everything deeper. It makes the music better. Yeah. So, you can kind of see that picture a little bit more vivid that way.
For sure.
That's why I liked it. I liked that a lot.
I wish I had thought about that more. I can't think of somebody that grew on me a lot this year.
Rod Wave.
Yeah.
He got you.
Thank you. Good choice.
Emotional attachments.
I did not like him before though. I was trying to think of one that I used to not really care for. Yeah. And kind of grew. I mean, we talked about 2 Chainz. That wasn't specifically this year, but yeah, Rod Wave's a good one. That he's in my top newer artist now.
Right, to watch.
From nothing to that.
You can watch what he put out next. You'll listen to it.
Say the same with me and Rod. He started making happier music. That's what changed it for me. Like
Yeah.
I thought he was talented, but I just didn't understand why people was going crazy over this sad ass nigga singing all the time. He was just so sad, like his life was just so fucked up. Then he started getting money and started getting happier music. I was like, okay,
I don't
that's
even
a
know if
vibe.
I've
Like
heard
that
the
joint he got
happy
with Yo
music.
Gotti, that's my shit.
I don't even know.
Yeah, that's a
the newer
good
one.
song.
That's my shit right there.
I mean, I like that stuff and the new stuff. I'm a fan of like all of his work. Really, I didn't really care for Wild Wave at first because he just looked kind of funny. You got a full beard and no mustache. I can't trust you, bro. I just
he's
couldn't
loose
trust.
now.
I couldn't trust my man at first, and then I'm like, okay, I can listen to your music. And once I heard that Hard on Ice, I was like in a party and they played Hard on Ice. So I'm like, oh, okay, this dude got it. That
that's
Hard on
a
Ice.
super sad song right there.
That shit
Make
is
a thug cry.
yeah, that shit real though. That's a banger right there. So
Yeah, I haven't-
ever since then, I've been on the Wild Wave train for sure.
I haven't made it to the happier music. I got in on that album from 2019. I think it was 2 albums, not the most recent, but the one before that. And I still haven't moved off of it. That's the one I still keep listening
only
to.
difference
over and
really is
over.
it's less like that growly kind of shit that you like.
Yeah.
It's less of that. Like the subject matter kind of the same, but it's just kind of like it's less pain in his voice than some of those newer records. I would say.
I'm gonna get to it. I'm gonna get to it eventually for sure. But
That's the main difference.
I got caught up.
Good shit.
Any artists that y'all feel are like going into 2021 or what we were saying is are going to take off?
Or take off.
It's mostly the same people that I've been talking about all year that I just really like. But I think that Moray that we were talking about
For
earlier,
sure.
that we started off the
For
pod
sure.
with.
Murray's hard.
We already mentioned Kid Leroy. I've already mentioned Blast and Don Toliver.
Your boy Don.
Those are the 4 that I think you could see. I could easily see next year taking off massive. I'm gonna like them either way, but I think they'll become more popular mainstream wise. All 4 of them.
Right. I don't know if I got somebody that I think is going to like take off, because it's somebody that already has taken off. But I think Roddy about to have his year if he drops his album.
Another
His
one?
album come.
I'll say
he's
another
about
one.
I think he's about to level up. I think I can see the level up coming because he's been quiet for a whole year now.
Do you think
Pretty
he
much.
could level up, or is it just
think he can level up.
he comes out with a
Consistency.
second one and it's like he's arrived and it's like
I think
solidified?
The same
You
way
can't argue
that what
anymore.
happened with Lil Baby this year, because Lil Baby was already on fire.
Yeah.
From last year and the year before. I think we're gonna see Roddy do that same level up this year.
I hope
when he
so.
drops the album.
I would
He's gotta
love
drop the
that.
album. And I'm looking forward to the big dogs. We need Cole, we need Drake, we need Kendrick. Where y'all at?
Well, Cole's supposed
Y'all
to
been hiding out.
be dropping his last few projects or some shit
They
like
said
that.
they
right?
coming. Top of the year.
Seems to be coming relatively soon.
They said they coming. I'm
We'll
ready
see.
for that.
I'm excited for it.
I'm ready for that.
I
would love
always
some more
love some
Cole.
new J. Cole. Yeah, for sure. That's something that we all can agree upon.
Yes.
And it's
One
very
of the
rare.
few things.
That's
Right.
one of the few things. My guy is the same guy I think I discovered last year.
Go ahead.
Was Lil Papa. I think the streets need the real. The streets need the real.
There's a lot
And
of
so,
realness going
I
out
mean,
there.
look,
Going on out
if
there.
you want some real shit, listen to Lil Papa. I think eventually he gonna have one of these songs that really catch fire.
I can see him popping off. I was impressed when you showed me him.
Yeah,
And I
yeah.
don't expect to. When you showed me, I was like, all right, yeah, I'll listen. And I was like, oh, all right. Carl might have got one. Yeah, 1 for 50.
He's gonna be all right, man. I like him, but it's a lot of politicking when it comes to that. So I'm not sure if he can get the right traction or rub the right elbows. But if he can, then he'll blow. Because, like I said, his content is exactly what people like fiend for. You know what I'm saying? So I think as soon as he gets some traction, he gonna blow.
Do you have any specifics on that? What is this content that you think?
Just,
is,
I mean, real shit. Like he giving you like details of day-to-day street nigga life. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just laid out. Even if you feel like you ain't never been from it, done it, you gonna feel like you know about it once you listen to Lil Papa. You know what I'm saying? Like he gonna put you
I'll
in
put that to test.
in that scenery.
Because that is me.
Yeah,
We'll put it to test. I'll get back to you next week.
Yeah.
See if I know.
Yeah, so he get deep. So that's why I fuck with him. I fuck with him on that.
I don't think this dude is going to blow up like Popular, but somebody that was not on my radar at all and now is M.A.C. You said you liked him, right?
Oh, yeah, Mozzie hard.
Yeah, Mozzie dope. He like
Roddy.
He just like what's his name, Nipsey, or it's very similar to Nipsey Hussle.
Similar
To me, anyway.
I mean,
Just
I
that
guess you
he's
can say
West
'cause
Coast?
they're from West Coast and
I guess
go a lot for
they
the streets.
Yeah, I mean, I think it kind of sound the same. Their music.
I
wouldn't say
think it's
that.
just. I think that's just West Coast.
Well, maybe I just got
You hate
they
West
got that
Coast.
West
You hate
Coast
anything
twang.
West Coast, bro,
I
so-
don't hate Nipsey. I don't hate Mozzie. I just prefer other rappers. That's
Now,
it.
I understand that, and if you don't enjoy the sound, then I get why it would cancel out pretty much anybody that's West Coast.
Right.
I do like the West Coast sound, and I think I don't know. He's got a rapper voice too.
Yeah, he's got a good voice.
I like him.
You ain't heard the track with him, Polo G, and Lil Papa?
I don't know.
Oh, that shit fire. It's on my
I might-
playlist. I'll play it for you.
Yeah, that sounds good. I mean, that's two
Never
out of
heard
three
that.
that I already like, and Lil Papa's cool.
Yeah. You'll like this record. It's
I like a
solid.
joint he got with G Herbo and King Von. Shit hard.
Oh yeah,
Shit
man, sound
hard.
like
Whose
be all right.
song is it?
It's Mozzie song.
Okay.
Yeah, it's hard.
Yeah, Mozzie been around the industry for a minute though.
Yeah, I've heard the name a ton. I
Been
just
killing the underground.
I think he was probably more gangster than I would just voluntarily go listen to. But
Right.
he's one I got put on through Blast. I started listening to Blast, and
Really?
then he featured Blast on his album three
Yeah.
times. Or one of the ones that he put out recently.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, this dude is nice.
Yeah.
I like his music, so I'm gonna keep an eye out for him.
Oh wait, I didn't mention the Tory Lanez album on my shit, did I?
You did.
No, you didn't.
That's it.
That's the Tory Lanez album. That's in my shit because that was.
Well, I mean, you
impressive.
said if it's
Shout out
not
to
top
Daystar.
five, then you don't know music. So
Yeah,
I guess that counts as putting it on your list.
Shout out to Daystar.
That's just fire. It's really good.
What do you think about his year? Because he easily first half of the year was candidate as the guy that took off more than anybody
You
else.
saw the rise and the fall.
But he
was
seems
quick.
to have stabilized
Yeah.
at this point.
Yeah, he's good.
I think he played it as well as he possibly could have once the downfall started. And
Because honestly, nobody really gives a fuck anymore.
no, just move right
People are
on.
just ready to move past that shit, trying to hear that shit, tired of hearing it. They'll come back good once they
People
get the,
realize it didn't really
the verdict.
affect them. That's why
Right.
it doesn't really apply to you. Who cares?
I think you're kind of right. I think people they never had like a video or something
If there
that
was a
people
video,
actually
yeah.
had to like live with. So it's just like, I mean, it's not cool to do that, but I don't know.
Right,
He
right.
makes good music.
Nobody knows what the fuck happened. It doesn't affect your
If they
normal
had more
everyday life.
videos, Tory would have been out of here.
Yeah,
If
that
they
would've-
had more
that would've-
That's just like anything else, like Ray Rice situation. They suspended him.
Yeah.
It was all good when they suspended him the first time. The video came out. It's like, nigga, you can't have a job no more.
Yeah, you can't remove that
You
image
can't
from
work here.
your head now.
Plausible deniability.
Like, yo, his wife forgave him. Why not the NFL? Well, I mean, that's just how it is. And that Mozzie, Polo G, and Lil Papa song called Price Tag.
Price tag. I feel like I did hear it, but I don't remember anything. I might have to definitely.
You might have
check
heard it
again.
before, yeah. It's got Polo and Pop on the hook. But yeah, man, yeah.
That was all of the stuff I had really written down for the year end thing. Anything else that you didn't get to say? Anybody that we want to get
I
into?
think that's about it. Ready for this New Year music to go down. They held it down for the pandemic. A lot of people did so.
Yeah, New Year music. We're good. Let's move on to the postseason.
Well, I think we got a
Playoffs.
MF Doom situation
Oh
happening.
yeah, facts.
That was one that I always knew that he was like a rapper unicorn that
Right.
nobody can do what he does.
In that alien
and I was
category.
like super impressed with his raps, obviously.
Yeah.
But I never got into his music. I never heard it. And, you know, I mean, I'm pretty backpacker. Used to get into all that kind of stuff. And it just didn't click with me. But
Look, I've heard the name MF Doom, and I've seen the person. I like to think of myself as a hip hop historian of some sort, but I can't recall any MF Doom songs.
Where'd you get that?
Not one.
Who calls you a hip hop historian?
I just
Only
said
call.
I like to call think of myself as, and yeah, brother. What are you talking about, brother?
Just because you drowned your ears in a bunch of Tupac. You're freaking hip hop historian.
Tupac, Biggie, Jay-Z, all of that shit. I can recite it backwards,
So,
brother.
like those the biggest rappers. People that don't know hip hop know those fucking rappers.
I'm just saying, not the early days, you know what I'm saying? KRS-One, The Bridge is Over, brother.
That's what we do.
You know what I'm saying? I could go all the way back. How far you want to go back, brother? Sir Mix-a-Lot?
Give us some Eric B.
All that shit. All that shit, bro. All of that. But anyway, I just can't recall MF Doom like anything that sticks out to me that like I can't.
Right.
You know, I don't have a memorable moment.
If you want into it, you don't know nothing about it.
Yeah,
I was the same way. I had one of my good friends. He was the biggest MF Doom fan, but he liked all that dark rap shit. MF Doom, fucking Tech Nine, like early 3-6. He used to love all that type of motherfuckers saying wild shit on tracks, real dark hip hop records. I wasn't fucking with that shit, man. I was listening to Hov. Like, I don't know what you talking about. It's Jay-Z. Like, listen to fucking MF Doom, this dude with a mask. What do he look like? So I thought it was weird, but going back since I've recently been digging into his shit, motherfucker was fire. He used to get beats by fucking Jay Dilla and fucking Madlib, do whole projects for him. And he can rap his ass off. Dude was fucking talented.
Definitely no doubts there. You call yourself Doom and wear a mask, you better be able to rap like a motherfucker for sure.
Yeah, it was just so weird. Well, me and Moss were talking about it. I thought he was earlier. I thought he started more in the 90s. His first album was like...
I think just his first official album came out was 2000.
It was like 2000 or 2001.
Yeah. I seen some old shit that Busta posted that he did a song with him and what was that group Busta was with before he got with I can't think of the name of it right now. But whatever group Busta was with before, like in the mid 90s, he was on the record with them then. So I'm like, oh, he been around.
So it does go way back.
Yeah.
I don't really know. He's just so weird. He's just so weird that he intentionally stayed out of the mainstream.
Wasn't he only like 49?
Something like that. Yeah, I think that's right.
He died in October.
That's the part I was going to...
That's fucking wild.
On Halloween, and nobody knew.
He was such like a secret weird dude.
Yeah.
Like they said he would just send somebody else to do shows for him with the mask and stuff. And like people would get mad at him about that. He just was like mad secretive. So to find out 2 months later that he passed was just like, it makes sense that this would be only Doom would have this happen. But
the family should have kept that shit going for a little while. They could have got some more show money.
That's true. Just put a brother out.
Yeah, right. I mean, seriously. But,
you are MF Doom.
Right. Who would know? That's wild to me that somebody would, like a celebrity could die. And I guess is he a celebrity or not? I really don't know, but
right.
You know what I'm saying? But
he's probably an underground rapper. Put it that way.
But still, he's well known. I would say much more than the average person.
Right.
You would expect for his passing to be announced as soon as it happened.
Yeah. Right.
It's wild.
Yeah, I don't really have much to say because I don't want to fake like I know his music or anything like that. But
R.P. Doom though.
Yeah.
Respect.
Sad story.
Respect.
Well, wait. So are we gonna talk about the postseason first, or are we gonna talk about Steph Curry first?
May as well do Steph and just knock out that 62 last night. Going nuts.
Went ballistic.
And honestly, I was a little bit surprised. He hit 8 threes.
8 threes.
I assumed with 62 that he would have hit like 15 or something crazy. Right. So 8 was kind of low. I was a little bit surprised.
He was taking it to the cup, man.
I didn't even see the highlights.
Buckets a lot of different ways, for sure.
Draymond shot an air ball. He got the rebound and put it back up. So
it was one of those nights.
2 of the points.
It was one of those nights.
Like that. Yeah, those 2 of the points that were like that. But
get Draymond back, and all of a sudden,
have you seen the highlights from?
No, I didn't watch anything.
Oh man, it's just splash. I mean, there was typical Steph Curry shit, but just like we've never seen because he's never scored that much before. Coming off screen, splash. Coming up the court, splash. 2 steps over half court, splash. Didn't really matter where he got the ball. Didn't matter how the defense was. He was turning defenders the fuck around. Like he was undressing defenders last night. It was weird. Like
it really didn't even matter to the defenders. I seen a highlight where Dame was guarding him. Dame was all over him. Didn't matter. Swish in your face.
Yeah, from the corner. It was. I mean,
that night.
And look, the foreshadowing was there. We watched the man make 105 threes in a row. Somebody go catch some of that.
Prepping it up.
Somebody go catch some of them. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. That's a trickle down.
All the time, though. 62 is wild.
He said he was feeling like that Jordan meme when he took that shit personally and they came out and it was like 0-3.
But people try to act like Steph isn't a great player. I mean, that's really where it comes. Like, people try to act like, oh, Steph had this and he had that his whole career, and like Steph hasn't been the person who made the engine go. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
I think there's been a major overcorrection where when he won the couple of championships, he might have got a little bit more praise than he deserved, and then everybody took that personally, and now they're like, he's not even that good. It's not even that good if you take KD away, and it's just like, you're being ridiculous. Like, I understand what you're saying. He might have been overhyped for just a little bit.
They didn't win without him.
He is a monster, the greatest shooter we've ever seen. Like, give him his prop.
In a league where shooting has become the thing, he's the best.
Yeah.
Not even that, of current people that we've ever seen before, and likely to ever see. You're not going to see anybody put the ball in in the variety of ways that Steph Curry can do it,
right?
And the longevity, because normally, I mean, a lot of people would have thought Steph Curry's career probably would have been short because of injuries and things like that.
Yeah, but early on, that was a concern.
I mean, he's built up his body. I don't know if you guys seen Steph Curry. The dude's diesel now. He's been lifting weights.
He's in shape. I'm gonna say diesel.
He big for Steph. I'm sure Steph. I'm saying, is he 6'2", 6'3"?
Yeah.
If he came in here, he'd be bigger than all of us.
I mean, yeah, sure.
You know what I'm saying? You'd be like, damn, this dude's
he's a professional athlete. I just ate for 4 weeks straight.
I'm just saying,
better than us.
I'm not just saying look better, but you gonna be like. You'll look at Steph, no homo. You look at his arms and be like, damn, this dude's jacked. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
there's a difference between seeing him on TV and they look
right. You can tell he's noticeably put in work in the gym.
He's little to everybody else in the league.
I don't even think that no more.
Person.
Like to a point guard, man, he's
6'3".
He's bigger than Dame is.
The same height.
But I'm saying, like, Dame don't have no muscle mass. Steph Curry done built
definitely
that.
more stocky than Curry.
I would bet you $500 right now that's not the truth.
I don't know.
I'm telling y'all, I ain't seen Steph Curry lately. I watched.
I haven't.
I saw him last night getting put in a fucking blender, bro. If he had any muscles, if he had any muscles prior to seeing Steph Curry, he don't have any now. That shit is deflated.
Okay,
I'm gonna tell you that right now. I'm telling you, he is Steph Curry's son.
See, you are the people that I was talking about.
Yeah,
that overpumped him up. It's like,
no,
he went
bro.
crazy. 62. We're with you. Nah, he's Diesel. He could beat up your dad. Like, what are you saying now?
I mean, I'll put my money on Steph.
What are you doing?
I'll put it this way. My only thing with Steph is I hope that last night was him seeing that this is the Steph that he has to be in order for them to be a reputable playoff team this year.
Yeah, they need.
He has to continue being. I mean, maybe not 60 a night, but he's going to have to put up 30, 35 a night
for sure.
For them to be a playoff
Steph Curry will have to average 30 points.
And until I'm gonna say until he does that, that will change everything about how people think about Curry. If he steps it up to that level and carries his team to the playoffs,
that would be dope. I'm a big Steph fan. I like him. I hope they get it together and end up being really good. I think they have pieces to be able to be a playoff team.
Right.
But we'll see. I haven't watched anything, but I just saw that the Nets are 2-3 yesterday.
Yeah.
I was surprised by that. It seemed like they early on
were whooping ass.
Yeah, I think we just saw the first 2 games and they balled out, and it just seemed I just kept assuming that they were on that trajectory. Early on, it doesn't mean shit. I don't think that means anything. I'm not trying to make a point.
The Suns had the best record in the league 2 days ago.
Yeah, and they got beat by 35 to somebody.
It's going to keep
right.
A lot of these early games do not matter. I was just shocked. I was like, oh, damn, they're 2-3.
Right now, I think the Knicks are like 7th place over the Bucks in Miami right now.
Julius Randle's a baller.
He has been going off.
He's a real
double machine right now.
He's been a baller, though, for years. Since his last year with the Lakers, he's been a premier big man in the league, but he just doesn't get enough.
He's a walking double-double.
He don't get no shine because he don't play on a good team, but
and he doesn't have flashy game.
Yeah. Like Zebo.
I'm not saying it's bad, but
Zebo.
Yeah, his game is.
It's better than Zebo. His game really it's
kind of similar.
It's really like an athletic Jokic or something like that. What on the floor can Julius Randle not do?
Still more Zebo than Jokic.
I don't see what you're saying.
I don't know what you're saying.
I don't.
What do you mean?
I don't mean it in a bad way. I just think his game is not flash. He gets boards. He gets
Grit and
buckets.
grind, they say.
He can pass. He can dribble. He can do everything on the basketball floor. Literally, he's a Swiss Army knife type player. That's what I'm
fancy.
saying.
That's all I'm saying.
I mean, maybe, but I think it's fancy because it's a big man that does it. So that's the flash for you.
How big is he?
He's a 4. He's just do 6'10" or something.
6'10"?
He at least Zion size.
That's crazy.
You know, he can do everything on the floor. I think he's an underrated player in the NBA.
Yeah, I agree. I think he's super underrated.
Huh?
You said Zion size, like Zion's tall. He's not that.
He might be a little
taller
bit.
than Zion.
Yeah, he might be, but they're comparable in size. It's not. He's not 7 foot or anything like that.
He's like 6'6".
Oh yeah, he plays bigger than that.
He's just diesel, but he's like 6'6".
I think
he's taller than that.
I think of him 6'9". I know he's not, but the way he plays, I think of him 6'9". It is
right. He's on the floor. I'm sure that's what everybody thinks of him when he's going to the cup. It doesn't matter.
So strong and make up for that.
But do you see what I sent earlier in the chat? Kyrie missing the game winner, and then
people was ready to drag that.
KD missing the game winner off the rebound
back to back.
It's just hilarious because you literally just said on your podcast that I'm playing with a goddamn who can literally make this shot.
You knew people was going to do that, though.
Yeah, right. You setting yourself up for this shit. Just keep your fucking mouth shut.
He can still mean that and miss a game winner.
Yeah, I do.
Not both of y'all on the same play in the same game.
Nobody's perfect for game winners. No star is.
It's one game.
I'm not overreacting, but this is what you set the story
yesterday.
Yeah, because it's hilarious.
When you said
LeBron would have made it.
When you put it in the chat, I didn't even know what you were getting at. I knew that there was a point you were making because you're not even a big LeBron guy anymore. But now I understand it. I didn't understand what you were even trying to say.
LeBron would have made it, and that's the funny part about it. It's just
he would have passed it. Fuck out of here.
Either way, the bucket something would have happened. Well, the ball went in. They wouldn't have lost the game.
He'd have found Wesley Johnson or Wesley Matthews. Wesley Matthews in the corner for the 3.
Yep. Hey, maybe, whatever.
That was all the basketball stuff I had.
I don't have anything else. LaMelo Ball been balling.
Yeah,
he's been playing better. I wouldn't say he's been balling.
Couple of games.
They gave the Nets their first L.
Yeah, they did.
That was so random.
Yeah, he's been looking like a pretty good player so far.
I think he's going to be a monster, but clearly a rookie.
Yeah. He looks good.
Game 1 for 10, and then the next game 18 points, up and down.
He's working it out.
He's going to be a beast, though.
He's a lot taller than you. Like, he looks tall on the floor.
He does.
He's legit 6'7", right?
6'8".
I was gonna say, I think even more. He might just keep growing.
Lonzo like 6'7". Yeah, he taller than Lonzo. Yeah,
that's crazy.
Big dude.
Well, let's get to the football, man. Forget basketball.
Let's get to it.
So the playoffs are locked in. I mean, do you want to do much recap on the last games? There weren't very many great games.
I got some things I want to talk about.
Go for it.
Yeah, do your thing, because I turned it off once Kyler got hurt. Turned everything off.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Yeah, you were gone. You were
fantasy implications, too.
I was high, bro. Like,
first,
get it out.
I'd like to thank God. Without him, I wouldn't have had this opportunity to dominate in the fantasy league as I have really for the past 2 years.
There you go.
And
1 year. I was a champion last year.
You was a champion because Moss gave you a layup, but no, that didn't happen this year.
I gave that didn't happen
this year. I Euroed my way through the lane. I Euroed my way through the lane.
About him like you ain't get one.
To the other side, reverse. That's how I scored. I did my shit the hard way.
All you did is put some people in the lineup. Chill out.
And I made it happen.
I think it should make you feel better that it wasn't close by the end. because of the other guys
as soon as
going
I'm
off.
seeing Kyler was hurt, I'm like, oh, it's a wrap.
If
There's
you
no
lost
way.
by 24,
But then it got worse, so I was like, it still won't no way,
yeah,
even if
then
he
it
didn't
didn't
play.
matter. If you
Yeah,
would've
right.
lost by 24 and Kyler injury happens
Right.
3 minutes into the game,
Right.
that would have been gut wrenching because it's like I was in position.
Right.
But once Henry goes nuts,
He had
Oh,
200
Henry
goals.
and Taylor.
nuts.
When you got two guys run for
Rodgers
250 yards and 2 touchdowns apiece, there's nothing you can do about
Yeah,
it.
nothing.
This shit is fucking over.
That's exactly what I honestly. It's exactly what I expected though. Like I expected both of them to give me 35.
Of course you
apiece.
did, word.
Yeah.
Of course, everybody would
They were
expect
playing
their
the
guy to do that.
Texans. Seriously, they were playing the Texans and the Jaguars with
Bad defenses, yeah.
must win implications. Like they had to get in to make the postseason. They had to win to make the postseason. So, and those guys have been the way that they won. So I was expecting them to have monster performances. I knew I was going to win. Though.
Nobody expected.
I could have said
250
everybody else.
from
Yes,
Taylor.
nobody expected that.
What did you want to talk about? You got your fantasy shine on. Congratulations.
Oh yeah. All right, so let's get back to the real world. What happened in reality? The Eagles, we have witnessed
definitely gotta talk
witnessed
about that.
tanking. Like the Jets, you assume were tanking all year, but actively trying to win. You saw some competitive games that maybe things just didn't go their way. Miami the year before, everybody thought they were tanking. Then they started rallying off some wins. This is the first time I've actually seen a team say, "No, we don't have any interest in winning this game."
No, I would have less of an issue if they did that. If they just sat everybody the last game and just said, we're not trying, it is what it is, I think last night's game would have been a lot easier to swallow. But to come out and to play a really solid first half and be down 3 later in the game and then suddenly pull out Hurts and put in Sudfeld, whatever the hell his name was,
Sudfeld.
and actively try to lose from that point forward. That was like this. I thought that was super disrespectful,
That's
just
retarded.
in general.
You seen like every Giants player in history
they were
be
so mad.
Yeah, Eli said something.
Person in
Eli
history was mad
said
about
that's
that.
why we don't like the Giants. Fletcher Cox told him that we don't like
Yeah,
you
it was
either. But that's why we don't like the Eagles. Yeah,
Forget the Giants players though. They won 6 games. I don't want to hear them cry.
right. You shouldn't be crying about
Get over
any
it,
of
man.
that shit.
6 and 10.
Washington is the team that deserves to be in the postseason from
For sure.
the NFC, or the NFC East anyway.
They were supposed to
fucking
be
Dallas
fourth in the league
fucking-
this year.
Yeah, I mean they got at least they have one good unit on their team, which
Great
is defense.
unit. Oh.
Or really defensive
Defensive
line.
line, yeah. An
Specifically.
elite defensive line.
They have an elite defensive front seven, I'll say. But I mean, he said that they were trying to win, but he made a promise to Nate Sudfeld that he would get some minutes, or that he told him that he would play him. So I guess they could see what they got, or he's been there for 4 years. It's not fucking senior night.
That's stupid.
This isn't
Been on the
homecoming.
bench for 4 years. What the fuck you about to see from him in the last quarter?
That
of
you
the
haven't
season?
seen.
What you about to see from him?
You are. This is not your first year being here. You've been here the entire time. This motherfucker was the backup. He was a third string for a reason. Talking about we wanted to see him play, or what the fuck? I mean, I don't get that at all. And some people have actually said that, like, actually agree with the reasons that he provided. I don't understand how you could understand that
Oh, no,
was.
Doug was full of shit.
Yeah, he was full of shit.
That's full
You
of
were
shit.
trying to lose. You took out a guy who could possibly at least who could definitely get you 3 points to tie the game, to put in a motherfucker who came in.
They should have kicked it when they was, if it was 4th down, they was right there.
Yeah, right,
They should have
right.
kicked it then. That's where they fucked up at.
This dude comes in, throws a pick, and fumbles the ball. I mean, he did nothing good.
Yeah, horrible.
After seeing that, why wouldn't you even just say, "Hey, all right, you got your series. Now that shit is over."
If I was
with."
her, I would have demanded a trade too, and then see what the fuck y'all gonna do now with no quarterback.
Hurt was on the bench. You could see he was saying like, "This shit ain't right."
That's a
Well,
bullshit.
it was 2 things though, because I was killing Peterson last night. I was going off on him.
I think he should be fired, but yeah.
I was saying I wish the team would just revolt and just tell Hurts to go back out there. Just don't listen to what he says. What are you going to do? You could tell the other players were mad too.
Yeah.
Like Jason Kelsey looked pissed.
Yeah.
And they showed a highlight of him just standing there after he snapped the ball and not blocking anybody once Sudfeld came in the game. It was
Well,
nuts looking.
Oh, that's funny.
But it was 2 things I saw, I think this morning, that I was kind of changed my mind a little bit. Do you think that Peterson actually made this decision or that came from higher up?
I think it came from higher up.
I thought he made the decision last night. Today, I think otherwise. I think that he did what he was told to do. If that's the case, I mean, it's garbage, but I don't really blame him for subbing them in. If that's what the owner tells you to do, you want a job, you got to do what they got to do.
What they gonna do? They can't can't come down the field to make you do anything. Let your nuts hang, Doug Peterson in that situation.
It's your boss.
He's going to get a job.
It's not worth it. You're going to lose. You're not going anywhere anyway.
He's going to get a job regardless. And your team's shitty. I'm going to tell my guys, your team is going to respect you a lot more, or anybody else is going to respect you a lot more around the league. Like, he probably just lost himself some opportunities with some jobs after his Eagles stint. After the shit he just did, I think you'll be more respected by your team and people around the league if you just do the right thing. It's like, I really believe in football justice. I think it's a certain way that you have to play the game, or integrity, and the game rewards you for that. And if you don't, then you're going to see the opposite side of it. And so, yeah, I mean, I just think the integrity of the game was insulted by him doing that.
So it sounds like you've already made up your decision, but it is what it is. The other thing that changed my mind this morning, at least on Peterson, is they said that he announced in a press conference earlier in the week that he was going to do this. And Jalen Hurts said that he was told before the game that this was going to happen. That made it a little bit different for me.
That he was going to pull him for the fourth quarter?
Mm-hmm.
See, to me, that just sounds stupid. If anything, you would want to play Suckfield's ass in the first quarter and not the fourth. You know what I'm saying? Like, why? And then I would tell him, like, before, like, look, hopefully we can get you an opportunity to play. It really depends on what it looks like. You know, what the score looks like.
That you like playing.
And you didn't do him any favors. If you were looking to, like, since this is last year of his contract, if you're looking for him to get some playing time to possibly sign a new deal, he's not signing with anybody after that shit.
None of that.
You didn't do him any favors.
The only reason was for the draft pick.
Yeah, they moved
it was
from
an absolute tank for the draft
9 to 6.
I'm just saying, I don't think Peterson should get as much of it as I initially did, and I was killing him.
But do you really think it's a big difference between drafting number 6 overall and number 9?
Yes.
Yes, to answer the question, and there's just no upside. There's no gain. It just didn't matter.
I don't put that much stock in draft picks, or a top 10 player is a top 10 player. I mean, I guess unless they're trying to shoot for like a quarterback or something.
Yeah, I was going to say, not if you need a certain position.
But if a quarterback's really that great, you probably don't want to. You're probably not going to get him at 6.
They're not going for a quarterback.
I don't think they're going for a quarterback.
No,
they could be.
No,
they don't believe in Jalen.
No,
they don't believe in that guy.
They're getting rid of Wentz because of Jalen. Jalen's keeping that job. This was pre-planned to make sure that they lost. And I think the owner made that call.
That's just crazy. That's just nuts to me.
What else did you have? You sound like you had a whole gang of shit you wanted.
The Ravens ran for 400 yards.
They did.
That's fucking insane.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I think I would be. I mean, who do they play again? The Bengals.
That should piss me off.
Yeah,
I feel like every part of the Sunday kind of really pissed me off.
Oh, because they didn't throw the ball.
400 yards. No reason to throw the fucking Mark Andrews this game if we can run it down their throat the whole time.
Ravens ran for 400 yards.
Every time they threw it went to Hollywood. Like, fuck me.
And you know what? I got some respect for Mason Rudolph.
Oh, God.
I found some respect for Mason Rudolph. He played well.
Because he dapped up Miles at the end of the game?
No, he played played well.
They did that.
Yeah, they dapped up.
I waited an extra second to watch, and I didn't see anything.
Okay. Miles even said that he earned some respect because he kept him in it. But he did. I mean, but outside of that one terrible interception where you can literally throw the ball anywhere fucking else, he just threw it. The Steelers win that game without that pick. And some terrible officiating. But we're not going to get into that. It's the main thing was the interception. Because the Steelers can't buy a holding call in 2020. I'm going to tell you that. Watch out for that shit.
He had more 20-yard completions than Ben for the entire season in that game.
No, he didn't.
I swear to God.
That's crazy.
That is a false. Whoever came up with that statistic is false. It has to be more detailed. It has to be.
It's fact, bro.
It's not. That was not a fact.
He had 4 completions
in one game.
No, it said the season.
Maybe
I'll try to find it. If I can find it easy, I'll send it to you. If I can't,
I've watched every game. I know for a fact.
You know better than pro football.
Right,
I don't care.
I know there has to be more details. You're missing something.
Maybe.
Because Ben has he has an 84-yard completion.
Those were not in the air. It said 20 yards down the field.
Yeah, he threw a lot of 20-yard down the field touchdowns.
We're not going to keep arguing about this. You're right.
He threw two of them last week.
You're right. I don't care.
All right, I'm just saying. I'm saying he threw at least 2 last week.
I don't give a fuck.
And then 3 earlier in the season. That stat is wrong. You got to look it up.
We give you more Steelers time than anybody.
Fucking Juju still hasn't had a 100-yard game yet since AB left. I know that's a fact.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Juju is going to sign a big contract next year, and he's making more money than AB off the field and on the field.
We can talk about AB too.
What else you got? Yeah, anything but the Steelers. Jesus Christ.
I'm just saying you was wrong.
I want to give a shout out.
We'll just pause the problem. I'll find it now.
Shout out to the OG QBs, Tom Brady and Drew Brees, for looking out for their guys. Did you see that?
Yeah, a bunch of guys got
Drew
paid.
Brees made sure Emmanuel Sanders got his 8 catches that day, so he
get the 60
receptions. $500,000 bonus.
Yeah.
And Brady made sure AB got his 11 catches, so he could have 45 on the season to get his $250,000 bonus.
Straight shovel pass.
The last 2 minutes, he gave him like 3 shovel passes so he can get 11 catches.
That's how you do it, man.
That's all.
Plus, he got to pay some rent or something. I'm sure they still roommates. So he like shit. He got to
get rid of him.
But don't Brady got like a $500,000 incentive as well for like making the postseason. Oh yeah, in yards and his numbers went crazy, much better than I expected.
You said he's gonna have throw all them picks. It didn't happen, bro.
He threw more picks than we're accustomed to seeing Brady throw.
Not true.
Then we're accustomed to seeing him
not
throw.
True.
How many times?
He threw 12, and he's thrown 12 or more 8 times.
All right, but
shut the fuck up.
But what I'm telling you is, how many? If I would have asked you about before you looked up, you'd be like, man, Brady rarely throws double-digit interceptions. That's the Brady I'm accustomed to knowing.
Just say you were wrong.
I was wrong about Brady. I was right about Tampa Bay. That's it.
What was you right about Tampa Bay?
That they were more of a collection of talent, of older talent, and I didn't think they were as good.
You said everybody was trash.
No, I said they were the second best team in their division, which was correct. I said they were not better than the Saints, which was correct, and that I thought that they would possibly make the playoffs since it was 7 teams this year, but they would not make a Super Bowl run. And that's my story.
They hadn't made the playoffs in 15 years or something like that, 07 or something like that.
Yeah, we got a couple teams in the playoffs.
First year with Brady, with all them weapons, it made a difference.
Yeah.
Most of these games not important. The Cowboys Giants game was kind of crazy.
I didn't watch any important,
but the end of the game Gallman picked up the first down to clinch it, and fumbles it, and then it looked like a clear pileup that they never should have made a call on, and they were like, Giants ball. And then they went to review it, and there was just no way to overturn. I mean, the Cowboys didn't deserve anything, but they kind of got screwed. They've been doing some
funny. The NFL did some funny shit this week. I literally felt like watching the Browns game. They were trying to make sure that the Browns made it into the playoffs. Like you could see that the officials were not going to throw a flag for certain things. It just wasn't going to happen if it was in the Steelers' favor. And then when at the onside kick, the guy was sitting on the football, and they automatically just said, "Hey, it's Browns' ball." He didn't really have possession of it.
Very similar to that goal.
Yeah, it was just weird the way that they were calling or officiating the game. I just felt like okay. Of course, I really didn't care because it didn't matter to the Steelers, but I just thought it was really, really interesting.
Stay in there. Y'all got them back next week.
Yeah.
Money back.
Might as well go down these playoff matchups.
Yeah, I don't think there was that much exciting from last week to talk about, but the playoff matchups. And we may as well do predictions. It's only 6 games.
Might as well.
Yeah, for sure.
Colts, Bills. I don't really see the Colts having much of any chance. I'm really high on the Bills. It could be overreaction, but they seem to be
it's gonna be a tough game.
One of the top 3 teams now for a good chunk of the last part of the year. I'm impressed with them.
Yeah,
I think they're the second best team in the NFL.
I wouldn't. I mean, that's a fair take, especially the way they've been playing. I'm still not as high on them because I I'm still not sold on the defense. I think they can be had. I think they've had some good weeks. But I'm taking the Colts in this one. And only because of Jonathan Taylor. I think what you're going to see is the Colts play some ball control. And
who did they play this weekend?
The Colts, they played the Jaguars.
They're not playing the Jags.
Almost.
Oh, no.
They're not.
No, for sure. They're not playing the Jags, but I think Jonathan Taylor's still going to go for, I don't know, he's a special running back, so I think he's still going to go for 125 plus probably.
He's good.
And the Colts defense is better than the Bills. So, the deciding factor or the difference is that Josh Allen is a beast and Phillip Rivers is not really have much playoff success and he's old. But I'm gonna take the Colts for every other reason I said.
I'm going with the Bills. I think it'll be a tight game there. I don't think they'll bust their ass. It'll be a tight game. But I think the Bills will pull it out. They're playing too hot right now. The motherfuckers is on fire. Can't nobody guard Diggs. Josh Allen's all over the place. And they got John Brown back. And he's a beast. That's a plus too.
That's for sure.
Rams, Seahawks. I think this one has a better shot of being an upset. If Goff doesn't play.
I think it doesn't matter because the Rams-Seahawks games are always tight.
They are
Regardless,
always tight.
When the Rams were the worst team in the NFL, they played the Seahawks tight. So I think it'll be.
Seahawks win this weekend?
Yeah, they came back and beat the 49ers at the end.
So yeah.
I'm still going to take the Seahawks. I don't believe them. Fucking Jamal Adams comes out last week after they beat up on a bad team, talking about we're the best defense in the NFL. No, you're not. If you were the best defense, he did. If you were the best defense in the NFL, they wouldn't require you to have 8.5 sacks, and none of your defensive linemen have more than 4. Yeah. So you're not the best
safety / linebacker on that team,
right?
For a reason.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah,
they're not the best defense in their division. That's just
right. Just stop saying that. It's good to have confidence, but still, arrogance is a different thing.
Seattle's offensive line is still trash, right?
Yes.
I think the Rams could just dominate up front.
Rams should.
Their offense is going to be the struggle. I don't expect them to put up a lot of points, but I don't know. I mean, Seahawks are probably a better pick, but I think the Rams might upset them. I'll pick the Rams. If we're picking, I'm going to pick the Rams.
Yeah, I think the Rams are edge just because of their defense.
Oh, we all went Rams. Damn.
Yeah.
You got.
I don't know what's going on with the Seahawks.
I said I never said the Rams. I said I'm going with the Seahawks.
Just now, you just did. I swear.
No, I didn't, bro. Yeah. I said I'm going with the Hawks. Seahawks. I said that initially.
Next game.
Bucks, Redskins.
Bucks.
This is tough. I'm gonna go with the Buccaneers, but I feel like
it's gonna be a long day for Brady. They're gonna be on Brady's ass.
They can make it a long. No quarterback is looking like, ooh, I want to play the Redskins just because that front four. And really, it's not. Chase Young is good. Deron Payne's good, and then the other Bama dude is good. But Montez Sweat is a fucking monster.
Yeah.
Dude he's everywhere. PBUs, tackles for loss, sacks. The dude is everywhere. So I think they'll probably give Brady a lot of issues. They'll probably want to keep the ball on the ground. They'll try to get it out quick. But I don't know. That defensive line is something to deal with for Brady specifically because he doesn't have the mobility to get himself out of certain situations. So we'll see what it looks like. I'm still going to take the Bucks.
Yeah, the Redskins just can't score.
Right, exactly.
Their offense is not any good.
It's going to take 21 points for the Bucks to win. I got them scoring that.
It's really cute that Alex Smith made the comeback and stuff. Happy for him, but he can't.
I mean, they got weapons too. McLaurin, that motherfucker's a beast.
Yeah, for sure. But they won't throw the ball.
It's a Ferrari without the keys, though. 9. Yeah. You don't have the keys to that.
That's true.
You know,
motherfucker be moving though.
They don't barely throw it downfield. Yeah, I don't think that one's close. I think the Bucks win that pretty easy.
I think it's closer than you think. Well, the Bucks will have harder time scoring or putting together scoring drives than you would think. But we'll see.
Couple turnovers though for the Redskins, and those get punched in. I think. Ravens Titans might be the best game of the week.
This got to be
That's gonna be a battle.
Everybody's taking the Ravens on this one.
That's gonna be a battle.
You can't tell me you take.
A lot of people are taking the Ravens.
I'm not.
But
you're not taking.
I'm going with Tennessee.
We watched them play the Texans?
Yeah, the Texans
scored 30.
Have one of the worst defenses in the league.
Points Yeah, and so did Tennessee. Texas scored 38 points
Ravens
on
just gave
Tennessee.
up 42 to Cleveland.
But Cleveland has shown that they can score offensively this season. They've shown they're a good team. We're talking about, and they gave it up but won that game. You know,
Just saying, if you're going to put it all on a 38-point game, their defense is bad. Don't get me wrong, 1,000%.
they're terrible.
They got the best running back in the league. I think they're going to win.
They got AJ Brown.
And let's be real about this. Of course, Derrick Henry is a beast. He's a monster. But nobody is a bigger matchup issue than Lamar Jackson. Their defense is bad. They have nobody to match up with Lamar Jackson.
Texas defense is bad.
It's going to be a bad.
Ravens defense ain't all that great either, though.
They have a good secondary. They've been missing a lot of pieces in their secondary recently. And specifically when we're talking about their Browns game, they were missing two starting corners that game. So it gave Baker Mayfield a lot of chances to throw the ball up. But I mean, I don't see this matchup being close. I think Ravens win by 2 scores.
You love the Ravens. You've been on the Ravens so heavy. They could win this game. I won't be surprised if they win because I think this is a relatively fair matchup.
Yeah.
But the run that they've been on has been all really, really shitty teams.
Yeah, but I told you that when they were 7-5, though. We were on the pod and we were talking about the Ravens. I said we're going to look up. The Ravens have an easy schedule. They're going to make the playoffs because you were wondering if they were going to make the playoffs. I said we're going to look up. They're going to be 11-5.
Before we looked at the schedule, I was wondering if they're going to make the playoffs.
Yeah, right.
You did say
I said they're going to be 11-5, and they're going to beat a team to sleep in the first round of the playoffs. I'm just glad it's not the Steelers. That's the only team walking into the postseason that I did not want the Steelers to play is the Ravens. They have a winning formula, and once they get that going, it's over.
Well, luckily, if Lamar can get them out of the first round, they should get the Bills.
No, actually, we'll never get that. Because if the Steelers win their matchup, then we'll play the Bills. And the Bills win.
Are you sure?
Pretty sure because Kansas City will have to play the lowest seed.
You calling y'all's L to the Bills?
I thought I had heard
No, we're going to beat the shit out of the Bills.
today that it was a wrap. Heard that was the next matchup, but...
I mean, you got to think about it. The Bills are the 2 seed, so they will play the second to lowest seed. And
I don't know
that
what
would be,
seed anybody is. I'm just saying, I thought I had heard today that they would meet up next.
So if the Ravens win, beat Tennessee, then they would play Kansas City because they will be the lowest seed unless the Browns beat us somehow, which is not going to happen.
Whatever you say, I believe you. I haven't looked at it.
I got it all worked out, dog.
You said you had the Titans too?
Yeah. I'm in Tennessee.
Saints Bears.
I think this is an easy one. This is the easiest one yet.
I think so too.
Yeah, this is the Saints all the way.
Yeah,
This one's definitely not close.
I don't think the Bears can.
Y'all think the Saints got it in the bag?
Yeah.
In the bag.
I think their defense is solid.
The defense is good, yeah. Good
I
enough.
might have to go with the Bears
And to win the game
to win the game.
or to score a point.
Trubisky's going to get his
the
first
Colts over the Bills. Get out of here.
The Colts
gonna
are an
catch him.
11-5 team. We're talking about the
Kamara
Bears
playing?
being
Fair point.
8
Kamara's going to be
wins.
back. Is Kamara going to be back?
Yeah, because they play on Sunday.
It doesn't matter.
It does.
Does it honestly matter? We just watched them win a game with no running back. Bro, they got Drew Brees. He's a playoff veteran against Mr. Trubisky. The guy hasn't played in the playoffs. I mean, I don't know if he might have played once, I think, yeah. And it was a terrible performance. Look, he's done a good job to win some games, but it's different when we step into the postseason. He's not going to have his Tim Tebow moment. It's over for the Bears. It's good season, nice run, bye-bye. I don't see what can the Bears do to make you think they can upset the Saints, offensively or defensively against the Saints.
Montgomery is a consistent beast.
No
They
doubt.
still got Allen Robinson.
He's good.
They still got the other young guy. What's the rookie's name? Number 11. Forgot his name. He's a beast. I think they can beat him.
Any given Sunday,
If he can play a consistent good game, they could beat him.
any given Sunday or Saturday, yes, anybody can be beat, except for the Bears beating the Saints this Saturday. It's not happening.
I don't think it's going to happen, but I don't think it's absolutely
That's the
ridiculous.
biggest layup of the weekend.
Browns Steelers.
Damn, I ain't know Montgomery.
Oh
had
no, this is the
105
biggest
yards.
layup of the weekend. I'm sorry.
What is it?
Yeah, we're gonna beat the brakes off the Browns.
I think the Browns gonna get y'all up out of here first game.
You might
Steelers win, but I don't think it's gonna be a blowout.
Look, we beat them 38-6 the first time. I feel like people forgot about that.
Was that week?
Week 4 or 5, or we won week 4, maybe week 6. It's week 6, right before we whooped up on the Titans and then beat the Ravens too. But
back when y'all had the good players,
we still got them. Obviously, still top ranked. We got 4 sacks. We got 4 sacks on Baker.
I can say fuck y'all's defense.
Well, bro, we got 4 sacks on Baker Mayfield without Cam Hayward and T.J. Watt. So look, it's gonna be a sack party. On Baker
all week. You were bitching about that when y'all didn't get to practice all week.
That didn't happen to us. So I don't know what you're talking about.
You didn't get to practice all week. That game that y'all had to play like on
the Browns
Tuesday.
receivers.
No, we practiced. We practiced all week.
Oh,
We just weren't good. The game got moved. That was different. They don't practice. So what? They're running the same plays they've been running all year. And then look, the Browns they tried their best. They did everything in their power to get into the postseason. They even showed plays that they haven't done all year. They tilted their hand. There's shit that they probably wanted to use in the postseason. They showed their hand to the backup to the JV Pittsburgh Steelers team. Bro, it's gonna be a bloodbath.
No,
I'm trying to tell you this.
I just didn't play Ben. I played pretty much everybody else.
And everybody else's snaps was limited. So nobody played the amount of snaps that they would traditionally play in a real game. None of the big time players anyway. They were on rotation.
I think Juju and Chase.
Yeah, the wide receivers and they played. I mean, you don't have you only carry
when you
5
said
wide
nobody,
receivers.
you didn't mean nobody.
Yeah, you said nobody, like
running backs,
all y'all's backups,
offensive linemen, defensive linemen, linebackers, cornerbacks. The only cornerback who played all the snaps were the 2 safeties, and that's Minka and Sean Davis. We didn't even have our other starting safety in there because you're not taking. Yeah, Hayden's out. The other corner. Look, I'm trying to tell y'all. It's not going to be close. The Steelers going to beat them to sleep.
We going to see. Don't go out there.
Watch when we go back and we go listen to all this. You be like, damn, Carl was right about all of his picks.
Put money on it.
On the Browns?
Go out there and lay
the Browns Steelers 10 points.
No, bro.
You said you're going to beat them by 2 touchdowns.
I'll talk to you later.
I'll
talk to you later because you didn't want to take none of my bets before the season start, and I would have won every single one of them motherfuckers.
Yeah,
so don't talk about them now that we're in the postseason.
I'm smarter than you.
Don't talk about them now.
You said they're going to beat them up, beat the brakes, 2 touchdowns.
Them to sleep.
Make it 10 points.
Beat them to sleep. Okay.
Bet the 10.
All right. Nah, we'll see. We'll see. I'll think about it. We got to see what goes on with this COVID shit over the course of the week. The Browns might still have some carryover.
I need y'all to lose just because I can't do this shit for the next 3 or 4 weeks. There's no chance that y'all are going to win the Super Bowl. So let's just get this done with so
Why do we
don't
feel
have
like
to
that?
suffer.
Because y'all suck.
But we in the postseason.
I can't score consistently.
We're talking about the team who won 11 games straight. The Steelers don't need to win 11 straight. They only need to win 4 straight now.
It was a different, against good teams.
Yeah,
we did
just win.
It was a different team at the beginning of the year when y'all were 6 or 7-0, and Devin Bush, this is his name. When those other guys, y'all had your defense was scary.
It still is.
They're still good. They're not scary like they were in the first 6-7 weeks.
They're not.
Devin Bush was out in the first 3 weeks. Robert Spillane been out. That's probably the biggest.
Talking about the last 5 weeks.
We've been doing the Steelers for 15 minutes.
That's what we talking about. The last 5.
They've been a good defense. It's been
5 L's in.
Still look at the points allowed in these games, bro.
We've been
it's
doing
the offense
for 15
It don't
minutes,
matter.
bro.
Y'all brought it up. I'm gonna talk about the shit. Y'all brought it up. The defense is still elite. The only defense still with all of these players out to not allow 30 points all season.
Who was that Bengals
No other defense has done that. What'd you say?
Who was that Bengals quarterback that was like?
Did he score 30 points?
I don't know.
I don't know. It hasn't happened to the Steelers all year. Bring up something.
They didn't need to get
every other defense in the league that's perceived as good has allowed 30 points, and they've had their starters all year. We don't know about any big name players that are missing.
There's also a stat that I think I seen over the weekend that this has been the most points scored in the season ever. So,
and that's even better for the
everybody been getting scored on.
But that's even better for the Steelers defense to not allow 30 points if this is the most points scored
ever. The scale of how people have been scoring this year.
That shows you how good the Steelers defense is, and the scheme matters more than the players.
We talked about this early in the season when nobody had no preseason or no OTAs, none of that.
We will see.
And people's defenses was getting light the fuck up the first 5-6 weeks. Come on,
I got $1,000 on the Steelers making the Super Bowl right now.
$1,000.
$1,000.
You don't.
I'm putting my whole stimmy on it.
You don't.
Shut up.
I'm putting my stimmy on the shit.
Do it then. Do it.
I'm putting my stimmy on it.
I'll take it right now. Do it.
I'd love to get that money back.
I'll bet both of y'all motherfuckers. Shake my hand.
Make it 100.
Shake my hand, bro.
Make it 100 so you actually pay out.
$1,000. Shake my hand.
100 so
y'all don't want the stimmy. That's it.
I'll do 1,000. I'll bet 1,000 with you right now.
No, I'm not gonna bet. Yeah, but I'm right. I'm right. We're gonna see. I'm right, but we'll see. I'm done talking about it. You talk
yourself all the way up to winning the Super Bowl. So yeah.
No, this is what I've been saying all year. It's not gonna change. They're gonna win. Sure. It's not a more complete team in the league.
Never seen somebody just take an L to the Browns and be feeling good.
Oh, I feel fucking fantastic, Moss.
Literally a month ago was saying, I don't know if we're gonna win another game.
My defense sucked.
I'm
done with Ben. Get Ben out of here. You was down. You was down on your squad about 2 weeks ago.
But now I'm up, bitch. I bet what you talking about. Now I'm up. And we about to win it all. But we'll, like I said, this is a conversation for 3-4 weeks, and then y'all can say I could be I told you so and all of that shit later. You know, I ain't really into it right now.
Can't wait to see your face when the Browns whoop y'all ass.
Oh, that baby chuckle. That's a knee slap.
Want to talk about Eminem?
No, I don't even want to talk about that shit.
How much time we got?
We good on time though. I really don't want to talk about that because Snoop Dogg is just a hater, and that's the only conclusion I'm gonna come up with.
Y'all ain't even the lowest points per game defense.
So what?
You just be making up shit, just throwing shit out there.
And we like top 3. In every statistical category, probably, except for rushing defense.
Top
we've been
3,
bad.
not 2, not 1.
The Steelers have led the league for 4 straight years in sacks. That's what matters to me.
We got to start taking it back.
That's what matters to me. 4 straight years in sacking the quarterback.
Sure, it's great.
Okay. It's specialist. But anyway, anything else y'all want to talk about?
Shout out to my Pats finishing the season strong against them whack-ass Jets, thinking they was hot. Shout out to my boy J.C. Jackson getting his 9th interception tying within Xavier. What's his name?
He got 9 interceptions?
Yeah, 9 picks. He's tied for the league.
Y'all signed him before the year, right?
Yeah.
To a long-term deal.
Fucking beast. But the dude for the Dolphins ended up getting another pick right after that. I was watching it, and he got 10 now, so he back in second. But whatever. We finished the season off strong. Hopefully we bounce back. They're saying Cam gonna leave. Might have to, do your thing, Cam. We had a good run. Let's keep it moving. We got to move on.
Who did the Dolphins? Did Flores lose Coach of the Year?
I don't know. Did they call that yet?
No, I mean they haven't called it. They haven't named any of the awards, but I thought he was the front runner for Coach of the Year.
You just said it was Stefanski today.
Only because Flores lost it. Now it's Stefanski because it has to be. You took your team to the playoffs after 20 years, but prior to that, the Dolphins were a dumpster fire. Like Stefanski walked into a pretty good situation. We knew that they had.
Saying you said it was Stefanski. I was just telling you what you said.
I mean, if you go back, I said Brian Flores lost it from getting beat up by the Bills. He was the front runner.
Getting in the playoffs gets it done. Even if the Dolphins won, they would have been in the playoffs.
Right, that's what I'm saying. All he had to do was win a game, but it's not necessarily the way you lost it, or it's that you lost the game. It's how you lost the game. That's why he loses Coach of the Year to Stefanski. I mean, they won more games than you, and he took the Browns to the playoffs after 20 seasons or some shit like that. Blah blah blah. But I thought prior to that, it was easily if Miami makes the playoffs, then he's Coach of the Year because we thought they were tanking last year.
They were tanking last year.
Yeah. I mean, they won some games down the stretch.
They turned it around at the end.
They won like 5 games.
It seems like a good coach.
Yeah, him. Y'all got any ideas for Defensive Player of the Year?
No.
Not sure. I'm sure you do.
It's only 2 in my mind that should win it. Well, really, Yeah, 2 now because it's only 2 in the postseason. It's Aaron Donald and T.J. Watt, and it should be T.J. Watt hands down. But we'll see how that works out.
We shall see.
Yeah.
How that works. Shout out to Aaron Rodgers. He got the MVP on lock though.
Oh, that's easy. It's a layup.
Was it 41 TDs?
I think he got more than that.
Is it more than 41?
How many he throw last night?
3?
Yeah, he got like at least 43, 44 touchdowns or some shit like that. Yeah, Aaron Rodgers is a beast. He deserves
Get out
it.
of here.
He deserves it. That's why. I mean, that'll probably be my Super Bowl pick. Green Bay.
To win it?
No, to make it to the Super Bowl. I think that's it.
Probably so.
Yeah,
It's looking that way right now.
that's the
We
team.
shall see. We shall see.
That's my NFL takes, though. That's all I got.
Thank God.
All right, I can keep going if you need some more. I got stats and
Record a
facts.
podcast that you want to listen to.
We got none.
I don't have anything either. I don't have a sample either.
Oh, this
Said
thing.
my piece. Is it sample time already?
You
I don't have any other topics. End of the year is not a whole lot going on. See what happens next week.
Well, I got my
I
sample.
thought I heard a good question today.
What you got?
It's some off the top shit. You probably might be able to think of it. But if it was one celebrity that you would want to trade lives with for like one day,
Saw that too.
who would it be?
I don't fucking know. Any of them, I guess. I mean, it's anybody but famous Dex. Shit. Let's be real about it. I don't know. Trade lives with. I don't know. I'd rather be me.
For the day.
It's for the day.
For the day, it really
Fuck 'em.
it doesn't
It's
matter.
not worth it
Honestly.
for the day?
Nah,
It's
for
one
the day.
Can we have a good week or
for
something?
the day, you can pick anybody. You can
Right.
pick any rapper, any athlete, anything. And for the day, I'm sure it would be fun to be rich and famous and shit.
Yeah.
But I don't know, that seems a little too easy. If it were a month or something like that, that would be harder.
What, we're gonna stretch it out?
I don't know. I saw that question too. I saw Derek Jeter pick. I mean,
Yeah, that was a good one. That was pretty good.
at his peak probably, but now he's a baseball executive. How fun is that?
Right.
Yeah, I mean, I
For
don't
the
know.
day, I'd rather not.
I have no idea. It's got to be probably cool to be Tom Brady, I guess. Maybe a day.
That's a random pick.
Maybe. Tom can do whatever the fuck he wants wherever he wants.
I mean, yeah. So
Fucking Tom Brady. I don't know.
maybe like Drake or something.
Yeah.
Drake seems like he's living the life.
I don't want to be a light skinned nigga.
You want to be a white quarterback.
I know.
He wants to be a white quarterback.
I would rather be a white man than a light skinned nigga. I don't think so.
I'd rather be a white man.
For a day.
There's your clip.
Shit, why not?
Out of context clip.
Why not? Yeah, mine would be a white man. I want that experience. I want to walk into somewhere.
Any white man?
I just want to walk in somewhere and fuck some shit up
experience.
and not get in trouble for it. I want to know that experience. I don't know. I think that's what white people do, right? They walk in, fuck some shit up, and nobody cares.
I don't know.
Right.
Let's ask.
Something like that. I don't know. I don't know what the experience is like.
You just walk in and fuck shit up and walk out?
Fuck shit and walk
Is that how it goes, Lee?
and blame somebody else for it.
No, that's the black man, right?
Dude with the dreads did.
No, the black man gonna get caught. That's me. You know what I'm saying? So
Exactly.
now I'm gonna be pointing at somebody else. It's that nigga with the dreads. I can't say that if I'm white though. I gotta work on that.
Good.
For a day. I
Twisted tea to the
fucked
face.
Brady's whole career up in a day. He was dropping M-bombs everywhere. Yeah, but I don't know. That's a tough question. I have to think on that some more.
That shit marinate.
Y'all got samples? You got a sample, don't you?
I do. I do have a sample.
I got a good one.
Go for it. You
I gotta
plugged
go.
in already, right?
Go ahead. It's on you.
All right. So
It's on you. Sample time.
if you know this shit, don't say nothing.
Wow. That's the point of the game.
No, I'm talking to you specifically, sir.
All right. Let it fly.
All right, this is the Wellingtons. The Ballad of
that's
Gilligan's
on.
Owl.
That's right. Gilligan's Island?
And his wife. used to fucking love this show.
Never liked Gilligan. Nope.
Why did you used to love this show?
I don't know. It's always come on. I used to watch it a lot. Y'all don't know what it's a song we all know. This my mind was blown. Star.
Nope.
I'm lost.
Guys, one more time.
The skipper to the millionaire and his wife.
All right, y'all want to know?
Yeah, hit me. I'm lost.
That's
Get the fuck out of here.
that shit wild, right?
That's one of my favorite songs of all time.
That's wild.
I love this song.
Yeah, it was mind blowing.
That's a great choice.
That was a good
Never in my life would I
They
have guessed
stole
that.
that shit from Gilligan.
That's crazy. That's a good choice. That's one of the
Mind-blowing.
better sample choices that we've had.
That's the best one of 2021 for sure.
Without a doubt.
Without a doubt.
Calling it.
Already practicing being Tom Brady.
This guy. But I got another 3 Generation. Y'all know how I do.
Always.
But this is from Cortex, Holt, October 1971. Two guys used this. One in 05, one in 2010. Ringing nothing? I don't expect y'all to get the 05 guy, but maybe
Sounds
the 2010 guy.
Damn.
What the fuck is she saying?
Sounds good. I don't know though.
Fa fa fa.
I don't know. Scatting.
Yeah, fa fa fa.
Killing that
She
shit.
make a
though.
real song. That sounds familiar,
Right.
but I can't place it.
That's a great beat.
Y'all stuck?
Yeah.
That's a fire beat. It's a fire jump to sample
So
from.
sick.
So many ways you can flip that. But this is the first person to use this was MF Doom, called One Beer. It's pretty dope.
Oh yeah, that's of course. That's why I don't know that shit.
Alcohol doesn't thrill me at all. So tell me why shouldn't it be true?
I imagine MF Doom sounds like
It's about to get funky though.
There's only one beer left. Rappers screaming all in our ears like we're deaf. Tempt me, do a number on the label. Beat up all the MCs and drink them under the table like it's on me. Put it on my tab, kid. However you get there, put it in the cabinet. I endorse it. You leave it on your face, forfeit. Across the mic, hold it like the heat. He might toss it. Told her, tell him they stole it. He told her he lost it. She told him
That was
get off it.
MF.
And a bunch of other
They gotta use it again. It's one of my favorite tracks off of this mixtape, legendary mixtape Cushion Orange Juice. My boy Mr. Wiz Khalifa with Visions.
again the reason why I don't
With
know
the
that.
Visions. I thought y'all had heard Cushion Orange Juice.
I'm sure that's not my favorite Wiz mixtape though. So
Oh wow.
I was a Cabin Fever guy.
Gotcha.
might want to burn one of this. Slim drop. You couldn't walk a Balinese 11 and a half, even if you had a chance. Visions of this cash, follow with the thought of the bitch that's chilling at my pad. It's all part of the plan to come through, get high as I can. Party hit the studio jet lag. Packing my overnight carry on, we don't check back. Old folks surprised to see I'm young and I'm gon' weed up to my eyes. True story, word to the wise. Don't let these labels get you up to be something. Get your paper, never trust them. Watch the
Yes
niggas.
sir, yes sir. Shout out
That
to
beat is really
Khalifa,
nice.
man.
I like
yeah,
that
beat is
a lot.
fire. It's a fire beat.
I didn't know either one of those songs.
For sure.
It's hard.
My bad.
Super hard.
Dope.
Good shit.
Anything else, fellas?
I think we got it, man.
Nah, tune in next week and you'll see that the boy was right about everything.
And we're gonna cut all that shit next week. Nobody else wants to listen to you rant about the Steelers, but I like
or
this new
anything
setup.
else.
I like being able to just sit back and relax on the couch and not be posted up at the table.
Yes, sir.
This is definitely for the win here.
Yes, sir.
No doubt.
We out here.
doubt.
Keep an eye out for those visuals. Still coming soon. Episode 81. It's a wrap. Peace out.
Deuces.